It's not every day you're walking around in the mountains and you see a grizzled old mountain man with his daughter on a llama in tow.
Dancing hyena. A ballerina.
Hey, llama, 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 llama. Come on, girls. Look at him come running.
Oh, look at this one.
This is Catherine.
She's big. Look at all those llamas.
You want to walk see some of the babies? Yeah, let's go to these babies right here. You want to come pet him?
Look at this little one. Pet his neck.
Your dad will be packing with this one in no time. So just throw the saddle over Ollie here. There's no back cinch. You don't need it. And then she's good to go. We can go ahead and throw her on and go for a little walk if you want to.
Do it.
You ready for this? You ready? Do it. Put over.
Oh, look at that.
There you go. Ryan, I'll go ahead and let you lead her around. And so when you're holding on and riding, don't grab his neck or his head. And try not to move fast behind him because he can see you, but he can't see you all the time. There's a little blind spot right here. So if you're moving fast, you'll spook him. But just sit and hold on and you'll be good. Yeah, hold on to that horn wherever you need to. And if it starts to get shaky, either holler at your dad, flip off, or hold on tight. Sound good? Okay.
Yeah. I had to ride a llama. Oh, look at you. You get the luxurious way to go up the mountain.
The brightest one out of the bunch. Step up. Okay.
What did we do all day?
I drive at the car.
We drove a lot today, didn't we? We finally found our camping spot. We're at the trailhead. And tomorrow, what are we gonna do all day? We're gonna hike all day and get to our other camping spot, way back there. I think we'll get at least 8-10 miles in tomorrow. That's the goal. Hopefully see a bear.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm. We are on our first trip of the fall season, I guess you could say. It's hot. We're gonna go in. This is Tanna's first big adventure, right? First big trip where we've got a couple of bear tags in our pocket. We've got fishing rods, we've got bear tags. We've got cots, chairs, everything because we have 4 llamas. So we're gonna, we've got about 10 days to go hoof it back into the backcountry. And we're gonna see how Tanna does. She wanted to go do some camping, summer camping, and have a little adventure before school starts back up. So we're gonna, we got a lot of time carved out right now and crud tons of snacks. And so, yeah, we'll see how we do. We'll see if we can glass up some bears and actually get on them, and how fast Tanna runs, sprints through the mountains to get on these bears. but we got a lot of gear. It's gonna be nice. 10 days. So here we go. Hold on, Squirt. Hold on, stop.
Stop.
Stop. Now we're probably 3 miles in, and it is hot. Llamas are hot, we're hot, Tanna's super hot. So we're just going slow, hitting every creek we can and stopping, taking a little break, catching fish. I don't know how many more miles we'll get today. I'm hoping to get another at least few miles in, and at least get 6 or 7. Because we still have a long ways to go before we get to where we need to be for bears.
Yeah, there you go. We got the Chinese one in there.
The periwinkle.
Second, it's waking up. Well, we got one youngster that's pretty tired, and this isn't the best camp spot here, so we're gonna get the saddle on Big Olie. Tanna's gonna ride Big Olie, and we're gonna go hit a different little flat. It's about 1.5 miles from here, and divvy up some of this weight so that we can make it easier on her and go hit a great camp spot. It's got water, it's got flats, it's got grass for these guys. So we're gonna do some divvying up here and make this work, make it easy for her. Let's tighten this up a little bit.
Someone okay?
How's that? How's that feel?
Good. Where do my feet go?
There we go. Hold that. See this foot? Right here. Yeah. How's this place look?
Better.
It's got water and it's flat. There's a lot of grass for these guys. And no looping. Is that hard riding that llama?
Well, it was nice.
It was nice. Way nicer than walking.
Yeah.
Well, we're at our spot for the night.
For the night.
For the night. See how long. But found a sweet little meadow here. It's got the flats. It's got the grass for the llamas. And we're close to where we want to be for bears. We just got a big wraparound, a few miles, but we got water right here. It's great. And got the shelter set up. It's very buggy, so we're going to be using thermocells here in a second once we get set up. Toss the thermocell out, grab some dinner, and I think everybody's going to sleep pretty good tonight. Are you going to sleep pretty good tonight?
Yeah.
Not used to chairs back here. The llama life makes people lazy. Well, today, the plan is, well, first off, we got up pretty late. Tanna had a bit of a rough go last night, leg cramps, and it started raining a little bit this morning, so we're loading up the llamas with very light gear. We're gonna leave camp here, base camp's just gonna stick here. We're gonna get up to this ridge and pretty much spend the whole day just glassing. see if we can see any bucks in there and maybe some bears. Hopefully we see a bear we can go chase. That's what Tanna's hoping for. So it's going to be kind of a slower day, and we'll end up back here tonight and slowly push our way back into this backside where I think probably we'll have a much better chance at bears. So,
Do you have my list?
scavenger list, it's in your backpack, packed up. We have a scavenger list, scavenger hunt. So there's lots of animals on there. Animal tracks, eagles, all the things. So we're going to try to check those boxes today.
Whoa.
Alright, well, I climbed up this hot little hill here, and then we're gonna run up this ridge so we get a bird's eye view. I think the basin that we want to be staring at for the next couple of days is just down in here. It's got water, it's really lush green. There's a lot of lush meadows in there. And I've seen good bears in there in the past, so we're gonna go up probably 300 yards, grab a rock perch and just look into it and spend the day. Tanna will be ready to get off this llama. You're not ready to get up? No? Must be pretty comfortable. This little draw is kind of a saddle. There's water in it. They just come up and drop into that hole. Just a natural funnel. A lot of bears work this spot, and it's just really lush and green with all the water. So we're gonna park it up here for the day and just blast the crud out of it and see if anything either comes through. We've got a shot if he comes right here. Looking down on him, so they're within range. Tanna has requested a hot cup of cocoa on this 80-degree day while she listens and watches her movie. So, Princess gets a hot cup of cocoa. Yeah, you. It's hot though.
Thanks.
Use the spoon. One of the things I like about this kind of spot, this drainage, is those big slides over here, these big chutes. Those are all berries, big huckleberry fields on a good year. So we'll find those bears instead of down in the bottoms, just getting sucked up, and they'll literally see 2-3 bears on an open slide like that sometimes. But this year it's just empty. Haven't seen a huckleberry yet. And there's not even any little greenies. I don't know if we're gonna see any up here this year. Alright, well, rain came in. We were actually packing up to go hit another area, and of course the storm came in, so we threw the tarp up real fast. And now Tanna is playing charades, so she's getting serious. Took the puffy off, and she's going full charades on us. But once this stops, we're gonna tear this down, try to dry it off, and boogie a few miles this way, see what we can find. Is it a walrus?
In Africa.
In Africa? Okay. Is it a lion?
No.
Is it a cheetah?
No.
Is it a warthog?
No.
Is it a giraffe? What are you doing though? What does this animal do?
Listen, well,
Is it dig?
a shoot.
It's huge. Is it an elephant?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had to have some kind of nails.
Or is that the feet, or is that the tusks?
Oh, that's the hucks.
Hucks. Well, it's been a long day. We pretty much just watched this whole basin all day long. We got about, I don't know, an hour left of daylight. But we got a long hike back to our base camp. And Tanna is to the point where she's riding Big Olie everywhere. I don't really want to be doing that in the dark too much. So we're gonna pack it up, pull down the tarp. Looks like weather's coming in, got breezy on us, and head back to base camp. E-charge in my cup, because I think E-charge is the best.
You're not gonna have coffee.
Not before bed. Yeah. That's a bad forecast for today. 100% rain today. We need to move our camp before that happens. It's drizzling right now, but we want to get out of this little little spot so we can get a better glassing area. Tanna, we need to get you eating so we can move. We gotta move trail. Move down the trail and find a new camp spot. Time to get up, Squirt. We got Tanna's big old bag of clothes. 3 pairs of shoes for her. We broke camp this morning.
Hey, Squirt, you got everything?
Princess finally woke up, and llamas are loaded up. We're gonna go grab us a new camp, base camp, and get some water for these llamas here at the first creek. Then put some miles on and get back up to that basin we glassed all day yesterday, and just keep our eyes on it, see what we see. If we don't see a bear in there today, we're gonna move past it and hit the next drainage. So tonight we'll be in a new spot. Hopefully we find some bears first. Right, Tanna?
Yeah.
Should we get these things some water? Which way are the bears, Tanna?
Probably there.
That way?
Or over there. Where we were last time.
Yeah. That's what I think too. I think we should go that way.
Gotta get the hair on my face.
Our beautiful little basin of like perfect everything has just been compromised. We were looking down here, just waiting for something to come through. Saw movement, and 2 hikers, looks like a dad and his kid, just walked right through it. So we're trying to figure out if they're going right or left up here into the basin that we wanted to hunt next. They're not hunting, they're just out hiking. So props to them, they're putting some miles on to get into this thing. And there's not really any trail throughout this whole thing right here, so they're just working it off trail. But it's not doing us any favors in our attempts to find some bears. Phew.
Ready to ride? Alright, you got a grip? You good?
Yeah.
So far, it's been slow, and all we can do is just keep at it. Tanna's having a good time, and that's what matters. She's digging it. She's loving all this mountain time, so she finds anything to play with, she's playing with it. But as long as she's having a good time, we're good. We camped here last night, got up this morning, got up on the glass and knob here. We had two sweet valleys, 2 different drainages. We got looks at both of them for most of the day. I think it's about 1 o'clock right now. Not a bear. A couple of mountain goats. That's it. So we're gonna keep boogieing. We're gonna go about 4 miles this way. Take another look at a big old spot that may have bears, and if nothing else, Tanna gets to ride Big Olie today and see how tonight goes. Hopefully we can pick up a bear tonight out in the open. We got a really good glassing spot down here, but man, we're not seeing fresh sign at all. We're seeing old stuff. So I think if there are any berries, they're gonna be several thousand feet down. We're just gonna keep at it. Keep camping, keep looking at new country.
We actually found some ripe huckleberries. There's very few, but there's some. So that's a good sign. It's weird, like we've covered so many miles, and this is the first little spot that we've seen anything. And there's actually some ripe ones. It's gotta look hard because they're few and far between, but I can see a purple one every once in a while. What that is? These are for back burning forest fires. They drop these. I find these all over the place, especially these big fire lines where they've cut. It's kind of lumpy, but it's probably as good as we're gonna get. Good thing somebody's got it caught. Got a great little saddle here. Kind of a timbered, but you can see into it real well. But there's a lot of berry brush in there. And then we got this dark timber behind us and this big open basin here with water down in the bottom. So we're gonna spend at least a full day, maybe a day and a half here before we keep pushing up and over to the next one. But a lot to look at here, and it's just got everything. So we're just hoping the bears, there's a couple left up here that aren't way down in the bottoms, into the thick stuff where the berries are. It's kind of hard to hunt this time of year for bears when there's not a good berry crop going on up here. Everything's way down low where we can't be. So we're up here probably fumbling around looking for the 10% of the bears. But we're just gonna keep being diligent and keep glassing everything. And we got probably 30 minutes of daylight left. And we're just gonna glass this entire thing until it gets too dark to see. See how brown they are. All right, well, a couple of, just sitting here, a couple of, big old sow with 2 cubs came rolling into our basin. Chiam looked to the right, and they went right behind this little pine tree down here. They must have came from right behind us. And they fed out across this chute, this avalanche chute here, got down into the timber. Fortunately, we got Tanna to be able to see them. She'd been wanting to see a brown one. So 2 cubs and a sow. And they did not stay out in the open long at all. They boogied right into the timber. And I don't know if there's any berries. I kind of doubt there is, but that whole hillside over there is kind of short pines and just berries, berry bushes. But they're just cruising fast. So I don't know if we're going to see them again, but it's a good sign. At least we saw some bears today. It's a slow day for sure. We saw that sow with cubs, and now there's just heat waves everywhere. It's hot. So we're moving the llamas around, keeping them on grass. Just decided we're going to stick it out here today. We're not going to go anywhere. We're going to give this a full day of glassing. This has been about as slow of a day as we'd not want to ever see. This morning it started off okay with that sow and cubs, but we've been glassing ever since and haven't seen a thing. 2 mule deer, 3 bears, 2 cubs and a sow. And we just found some berries, like tucked away down in the shade. They're not quite ripe, but they're all right. So this is our biggest win today, is this little handful of berries. And Tanna's happy about it. But overall, very slow. I think we're not going to give it a whole lot more time before we just break free and go look at a totally new area. It's got a little bit lower elevation where we're more likely to see some bears. But in the meanwhile, we're going to cherish these little berries that we found, these little huckleberries. Mm. Here's something back here.
Peter's almost even. I love I found a bear, but we didn't get it.
Yeah, we saw a bear last night, but he was miles away and way, way low. So we just haven't seen any sign up here. We're gonna, 7.5, 8 miles today, get back to the truck and go hit another spot and hopefully find bears. We're gonna drop down in elevation a little bit.
We're
Get
gonna
down
drop
where
down
we're
on our truck.
more likely to get some berries. Once we get into some berries, we're gonna find the bears, but yeah, we're not seeing fresh tracks up here. We're not seeing any sign. So we're just gonna move. We got a few days to do it, so we're gonna put a bunch of miles on here this morning. Hopefully make good time, but it's a long trek out of here. So hopefully by tonight we'll be somewhere new. Bad dash. Me and Chiam have decided that if we can pull this off with a 7-year-old in this area, this country, we will have accomplished a lot.
All right, thanks for tuning in to this very first Stealthy Hunter film. We really appreciate you being here. Check out part 2 to find out if Ryan and Tanna actually get their bear. Also, thank you to our partners who helped to make this happen. And if you like this film, please share it with your family and friends and hit the subscribe button. That really helps us out.
Yeah, and one thing you guys will, like, as we get this YouTube thing started on our own channel, you'll notice we're going to probably drop a lot of our kind of more family-friendly hunts. You know, this is going to be hunts with myself and my daughters a lot. That's kind of the goal with this, as my girls get to this age where we can go out and hunt. You know, we're going to try to capture all of it selfishly so that we can go back and watch it and also share it with you guys. So appreciate you tuning in.